Good afternoon. Now our guest star in the studios over here of TRAXXfm, Khairul, Ehsani, Sapari, and Ng Yi Ki. Welcome to the both of you to TRAXXfm. How are you both?
Fine.
Great.
Fantastic. Good. Okay. So yeah, Bakat Muda Sezaman. That's a prestigious visual arts competition, they say, right? Can you both just give me a brief what it is about? Yiki?
It's a competition for young contemporary artists.
Mm-hmm.
Could be
When you say contemporary artists, right? Can you be a bit specific? Like what does a contemporary? What does it take to be called a contemporary artist?
I guess like it comes from various backgrounds. They can be painter, can be. I mean, sometimes it depends on who is participating, and it sort of like changed the definition of what contemporary art is.
Right.
It's very diverse. Some people come from architectural backgrounds. Some people come from filmmaking backgrounds.
Mm-hmm. Architectures. A lot of architects are very good artists. Yeah. A lot of them.
They sort of
majority.
I would say so.
Yeah. I think there's a group of architects that we once talked to. Yeah, Zam. And they were like very good artists as well. But okay, tell us about the art that you are required.
First off, actually it depends on how Balai Seni defines it. But
Balai Seni, yeah?
Yeah, but
okay.
Usually before, during they open the application, applicants usually have to submit a portfolio of a portfolio for the career and a body of artwork and also a statement, an artist statement.
Right.
So usually that's the requirement in order to enter such competition.
Definitely there's a level, isn't it? It's like you got to be of a certain level, yeah?
Yeah.
And you prove this by giving them what do they require?
Yeah, the portfolio. I mean the CV.
Okay.
Starting from the first time you join an art competition or take a degree, art degree.
And then they decide,
they decide because for this kind of competition it's a high level competition. So usually they look for artists that are already active and actively participating in exhibitions and actively making artworks.
Okay. So what did you have to do? This year's edition themes specific locations in Langkawi, right? And it encourages artists to create works inspired by the island's environment, culture, and local narratives. Let's get to the questions here. So congratulations to both of you on achievements at BM29 or BMS29. How does it feel to receive the recognition at BMS29?
Actually, it's been 10 years.
10 years?
Since I've first entered this competition. And this was the last time I'm eligible because of the age limit. At 35 years old.
Oh, 35.
Yeah, so
okay.
I'm already 35 this year.
Wow, you're trying to make us jealous, huh? Yeah, man. Yeah, it doesn't look 35. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, really? And what's the question?
Yeah, I mean, like, okay, so how your achievements, how do you feel after receiving recognition for the BMS 29?
Kind of relieved, I think, because it's been 10 years in the making. And the competitions team is always changing and all. And then I feel like I'm quite lucky that I was able to get something for this year, my final entry for the BMS. So it's mostly relieved.
Right, Yiki?
I didn't get any award, but I think it was an opportunity to work with the island itself. It's like the environment of the island, and I think, you can just search for other platforms.
Right. So you were attracted to it in some way, right? When they first talked about this. Right. Okay. Do you get a lot of opportunities like this that come along for artists?
Opportunities like competition. You have other programs like residencies, workshops, or fellowships. Doesn't have to be like a competition thing to get yourself recognized.
Right.
Say so.
Right. Okay. So, okay. What inspired the both of you to join Bakat Muda Sezaman? We'll start with Yiki. Go.
I just see it as an opportunity that I could create art, and also meet other artists as well.
You met a lot of artists?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's more like a personal motivation.
Mm-hmm. So there are a lot of inspiring artists or people or gurus out there.
Because it's a different format from the usual. You make a painting and then you post it at the gallery and so on. Because BMS has been usually the platform for artists to experiment with something different. At that time, mostly artists were just making paintings and sculptures inside the studio, but BMS provide a unique platform for them to go beyond the studio capabilities. For example, when artists usually making paintings in the studio, but when they enter BMS, they start making experimentation artworks.
They're forced to. They're forced to get out of their comfort zone.
Yeah, kind
Right?
of like that.
Oh, okay.
Because you're competing with various artists from many backgrounds,
Right.
and they also bring their own specialties. Sometimes people bring their specialties in movie making, filmmaking, music, and then sometimes how do you call it, installation, using sound, lighting, and all that. So if you have been making paintings all the time, such platform will provide you something to break your mold.
Yeah, correct.
Do something different.
So you you realize talents that you didn't think you have.
Yeah.
Nice, isn't it? Yeah. You like that too?
Yeah.
Yeah? So what did you find?
So you don't want to get your equipment spoiled by the rainwater. And also I would say it's a fun experience, but also challenging because you just have to be aware of when it's going to rain. And then also in Langkawi it was very heaty as well. So you have to also get yourself hydrated all the time.
Right. Coconut water, good for you, right? Do you have coconut water?
Yeah.
Yeah? Favorite? Coconut water? Okay, I'll break away from the questions out. Coconut water. How do you like your coconut water? With ice? Or just straight like that? Just put on the fruit and have it?
A bit of ice.
A bit of ice, okay. Fussy fella, this one. Okay.
A bit of sugar.
A bit of sugar. Why do you want sugar?
Depends on the coconut.
Right. Okay. Okay. You. All right. Yiki, your coconut?
Just
Squeeze of lime.
just coconut water.
Just plain coconut water.
Yeah.
Cold, warm, doesn't matter, isn't it? Lovely, right? Okay. So get yourself hydrated. Khairul, Ehsani, Sapari, you won the jury award. What went through your mind when your name was announced? I want to get that coconut water.
Again, relief because, like I said before, it's 10 years in the making. And then when they announced my name, I was a bit, mostly relieved, but a bit shocked. And then I was like, okay. I maybe because I was a bit lucky, maybe because the jury panel for this edition is quite unique from past editions. Because during the past editions they usually call jury from mostly in Malaysian juries, but this year they call a very distinguished curator from Japan. His name is Frame Kitagawa. Actually, he's one of the top 10 curators in Japan. I was quite surprised that Balai managed to
They managed to get him, yeah?
Yeah.
And tell the listeners what his job would be.
The jury.
Yeah, this Japanese gentleman that you were talking about.
Was the head jury. Actually, I didn't know about him first when I went, and then I found out that his expertise is in artworks that deals with the community and also in the environment.
Right.
And somehow my artwork is within that
Right.
within the domain, something that he probably like and something. So that's why I feel like
You have it caught his eye, so to speak.
yeah. That's why I feel like maybe probably I was lucky for this edition. And it's also my last chance to get something from BMS, right? So alhamdulillah lah, I get a recognition that I've been working on since 10 years ago.
Okay. What about this, Yiki? BMS29 was held in Langkawi with a site-specific approach, right? What went through your mind when you're... how did the location influence your creative process?
I would say I was first interested with the landscape and the environment sound of that place. So my site was quite like a abandoned, I would say like a abandoned garden. They call
And what did you want to show first? Yeah, sorry.
wanted to show the place, like how lively it is, through my observations, and the medium that I was using was sound. So I kind of customized my own equipments, and I recorded sounds of the ants, sounds of
How
the
did you get ants? What kind of sounds do ants make?
You can just I think like metaphorically,
Right, yeah.
if you think about bees, like they always have this very busy sound.
Buzzy, yeah.
So ants are sort of like that. It's like you just hear a lot of like tiny percussions, like
Fantastic.
just
Wow, I like
rolling
what you think about. Nice. Right. So you can hear percussions out of ants. That's amazing.
and it's also sound like human talking, like, but in a very tiny voice, like sort of like reduced in terms of its resonance. Yeah, it's like
Wow. What do you think they're talking about? It's like, do you think it's all instructions? Ants is always like, you do this, you do that.
it could be.
Yeah?
So like the point of collecting all these sounds was to amplify how neglect this place was, because
Nice.
only because of this place that it is neglected, but like people don't really hear them.
Right. Next time when you come back here, we want to be interviewing you because you will be translating what they were saying.
I don't think I can do that.
That's what we want, yeah, the next time around. Wow, amazing, yeah? Ants and all that, and bees, and all these sounds. And then you put it together. And how long is like if you do a demo or a presentation, how long is your whole presentation?
It'd be like 20 to 30 minutes. So it started like I install a mic, like a really like Zoom H1N, like a ambient mic,
Okay,
just to live sample the sound of the birds.
nice.
And then I just compose them on my laptop.
Do you get a lot of disturbances like sound of traffic or anything like that?
There is, but you can just filter it directly from the computer.
Yeah. So you get rid of it, right? Oh, nice. Okay. Wow, interesting, isn't it? And other people, are they also doing the same thing? Other contestants?
Sounds, environment sound. I think I'm the only.
You're
I
the
was
only
the
one.
Only one, yeah.
You were smart, isn't it?
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah, because you brought something that was unique, and not a lot of people caught what you caught. Yeah. So what else do you find? What other things do you find amazing? Like ants, you say you can hear them almost like they're playing percussions or they're just whispering to each other. What else do you find amazing about creatures?
I was like the goal of it was testing the mic as well. So I also like put it in the beach, like by the beach,
Mm-hmm.
so you can hear the sand sort of like roll up and roll down.
Mm.
Yeah, like very bright sound, like the
Right.
sand
Right.
textures. Yeah.
Okay. So do you play any musical instrument? No.
I know how to play piano, but not
Yeah.
like a
What about
good.
percussive instruments? Would you have
No.
played something like have you seen that instrument? It's called a rainmaker. And it's got that
I saw that before. I
right?
saw that before.
So in a different way it does give you that sound of the sand, I suppose, yeah?
Yeah.
So wow, beautiful. So you have music going through with your presentation as well. Yeah? Okay, Yiki and Khairul Ehsani Sapari are our guests in the studios of TRAXXfm. Bakat, Muda, Sezaman. That's what we're talking about this afternoon with Zam in the studios over here of TRAXXfm. I am the Green Man with you till 6, and we'll be talking to our guest about the Bakat, Muda, Sezaman. Interesting. And what has been the biggest challenge as in your journey as an artist so far?
Biggest challenge. It's not about the competition, right? My whole career as an artist. So yeah, as usual, the biggest challenge for artists is to stay afloat. Because yeah, it's quite a grueling practice actually. If you don't make something, then you cannot get anything. For example, if you don't paint, then you cannot enter an exhibition, then you cannot sell artwork and you cannot get money and all that. But sometimes even if you do make artwork and then you present it in the exhibition in the gallery, but no one would want to buy your artwork, for example.
Mm-hmm.
And then at that time you realize that, oh man, how are you going to survive for that month, right? So that's the main challenge of being an artist. So right now, usually most artists have started to do different kind of jobs. They take different kinds of job. For example, in retail, and sometimes they took on commission works. Like for example, sometimes collectors will come knocking and then say, "Oh, I want you to paint this for me," and all that, and then they will get something for that month, right? But it's not for everyone because being an artist is actually not a very stable career.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the main challenge. You need to balance out how to survive and also how to keep making artworks.
So your direction, very important. You got to know what you're doing, yeah? From the start.
Direction, yes.
Yeah?
And then sometimes, it depends on luck also.
Mm.
Because sometimes you make something great, beautiful, but somehow people doesn't want to buy it, right?
Right.
Because
what you see is not what somebody else sees.
yes,
Yeah.
and then though you are forced to do something else, take on different kinds of jobs.
Right.
Especially it got worse during the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the pandemic also one of the reason why I pivot from being a full-time artist into a part-time artist, and now I'm being a researcher. I took MFA, Master in Fine Arts at UiTM, and now I will continue my studies at the end of this year.
Mm-hmm.
So I consider myself more as a full-time researcher right now than a full-time artist.
Okay. A researcher, yeah? But of course, that talent is always going to be there, right?
Will never leave me.
Okay. And Yiki, as one of the BMS29 finalists, what has this experience taught you about yourself?
Myself, it's like I'm not sure how to answer that question.
Mm-hmm. You're more, how do you say, resilient now? Like, did you with your challenges that happened?
I would say I'm more resilient now. I just feel like it's a normal thing to make art.
Yeah.
I do would say getting recognition is one thing, and well, it depends. Like it's like a give and take. If you want to make art, you also need some kind of income. You cannot just keep making it. It's like you sort of like you earn the money and then you take this money to do something that you like, and then when you get recognized, you get something in return, and then you from that process you get more recognition, more opportunities that you can keep moving forward.
Okay. What inspires you most when creating art? People, emotion, society, or something else?
Depends, but usually, I as a researcher, I found that all my process began as a concept, and then the concept came from my experience and what I saw in my waking life. So, all is how do I explain it?
Yeah, tell us about. Give me a rough picture about what kind of art you do, and how you would portray it. What's been the last one that you've done?
Based on experience. Most of my artwork is based on my experience. In academic, you would call it phenomenology. So
Heavy. Heavy. What and of what?
no, phenomenology.
Okay.
Phenomenology is actually something that you gain from your experience and then you try to make sense of it.
All right.
So yeah, in artwork making, which means that the experience that you have gained, you crystallize it as an artwork first. So you started as a concept first. For me, I started from the experience and then I conceptualized the experience, and then there was some kind of a structure where I changed the concept into artwork.
So what would I see if I'm looking at your art, right? What would I see? I mean, for somebody who's just listening into our interview now, describe what your art. How would you put it? What kind of a display would you put up?
My artwork at Langkawi or
Anywhere.
Or anywhere. So yeah, because I also understand that how people would see first, their first impression when they see an artwork. I also design my artwork based on that as well.
So yeah, what do I see? Do I see a picture of a cat? Do I see a picture of what do you call it? A kampong?
There's a theory where
What are you drawing?
there's a theory where you try to decipher an art. First, there's a layer lah. First you see what you see.
Right.
So
you draw that kind of art, is it?
Kind of. There's a process. First, you see what you see. For example, you see a painting of a cat.
A cat.
And
but
then,
it's not really a cat. It could be something else.
Yes. And then you look at the title and the statement, and you try to make sense of what does this cat means.
Yeah.
So you look at the composition and all that.
Correct. A cat with his back turned could be, how do you say?
Yeah.
Rebel.
Something like that, because sometimes it's just a picture of cat,
Okay.
and then if you look at the statement and the title, you realize that it's not just about a cat.
All right.
It's posture, its color.
It's got a lot to do with it, yeah?
The lighting also, yeah. It will translate it as first. The second layer is usually the emotion.
Right.
So first you see a painting of a cat, and then you understand the emotion behind the painting. And then you try to make sense from the statement. Then you understand the whole thing. Usually.
Yiki, how important is the platform like BMS for emerging artists in Malaysia?
How important? Would say you get this opportunity to work with the National Art Gallery, but I wouldn't say this is the only way you can move forward. And I think it would be nice for people to try, as like when you are just starting out, it would be nice. And then would say it's important in terms of, because you get this opportunity to work on the national level, But
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they could be having something and then they tie everybody in together and have a big exhibition. Do you get a lot of chance for that? For a lot of everybody exhibiting besides this?
not sure yet.
All right, but it would be good, right? If it happens, yeah. Okay. What do you both hope the audiences take away after visiting a BMS exhibition?
Actually depends on the BMS edition. For this edition, my hope is to make audience to know more about Langkawi. Especially my work is at Pulau Tuba. Pulau Tuba is actually quite isolated from the whole picture of Langkawi, right? So when they go to Pulau Tuba and they see my work, they realize that Pulau Tuba is here. So yeah, for me, it's about the place. For this edition, it's all about Langkawi and its potential, its future. That's what I hope from my audience
Okay.
for this edition.
And there was this girl, Norfatiha Yusuf, right? And she was the winner of the Anugerah Utama Bakat Muda Sezaman edisi ke-29, isn't it? And she got 40,000 ringgit.
Yeah.
And she take you guys out for makan or not? No.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I think she, from what I learned, because I was in touch with the Ketua Kampung.
Mess with
yeah,
him,
I've been
He
there
goes to
for
Langkawi.
quite a while.
You didn't count him the Ketua Kampung?
I wasn't at that my site wasn't at
So
Pulau Tuba.
who did you count him on the other side?
No,
No Ketua Kampung, no. See?
that was an abandoned park.
Okay, no more.
Oh yeah, they're still installed at each location right now, so
Right.
you can go and see it.
Correct. Is there a fee to go and see?
No.
No fee. Right. So what about your exhibition? Is it up?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It was in the Tasek Telok Kedah. The installation is still there.
Right. So people can go there and experience it. Yeah? Yours is an experience, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. How long is it going to take?
See, until the end of the exhibition, like July 26th.
No, I mean when you put it on, how many minutes is yours?
My one, I have two parts. So one part is in the middle of the park, which is 20 minutes.
All right.
20 minutes sound installation.